Okay, you've had lessons on reading rhythms, the very basic rhythms, and you've been introduced to eighth notes and half notes. So you know quarter notes, quarter rests, eighth notes, half notes. So I'm going to lay out some rhythms. Now, I cannot remember where I got these, but it was just off of some website. And I printed them out, cut them out, backed them to black paper, laminated them, and now they are available for when children want to practice reading rhythms. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab some random cards, and we're just gonna read them from right to left, top to bottom, and we can say our cheep cheeps and our quacks and everything, or our moos, or we can count them with numbers, or we can clap. So remember, half notes have the circle with no dot filled in so that you can see the white. And so these get 2 beats. These are the moos. These are the quacks. Okay? We don't get any cheep cheeps until we're all the way at the end. Let's see, can you see that? All the way back here. I might need to. There we go. And again, I don't remember where I got these. It's been years and years, so you just Google reading rhythms, maybe? I'm not sure. All right. All right, I'll start right here. This camera tripod is smack dab right in my way, so I can't lean forward very well. But I'll try to help you as much as I can. Maybe I'll just take this off the tripod and I'll show it to you this way. Then I can move it around as needed. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a rest, right? So we don't do anything. This is a quack. Quack, 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 moo, quack, moo, moo, quack, moo, moo, quack, 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 moo, quack, cheep, cheep. Okay, so we just read all those rhythms. Now, this is what I teach the children. Let's move them out of order, because we can just move them however we want. We can do anything we want, because we can put them in any order and it doesn't matter. Isn't that cool? Okay, we'll start off again. Quack, moo, quack, quack, moo, quack, moo, quack, cheep, cheep, moo, moo, quack, 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 moo, quack, quack, quack. Ta-da! Now, those had pretty simple rhythms. They were just mostly half notes and quarter notes. There was one set of eighths, but I do have more advanced cards. They're actually not that advanced. I mean, it's just eighth notes. They're pretty easy. The children, once they know it's just cheep cheep, they don't even think twice about it. They're able to do it easy peasy. Let's do, I'm gonna keep these a little bit separated. We'll just do the more fun ones. They think these are more fun. And there. Okay, so we're gonna go 3 across and 3 deep. So each one represents a measure. So I'm sure you've heard of musicians talking about measures, like how many measures until I come in. I have 5 measures rest, or I have 2 measures rest, and then I come in. Well, these are measures, okay? So I'm switching around my measures. So let's start at the top. We go, again, just like we read, left to right, top to bottom. Okay, just like we read. Quack, quack, cheep, cheep, quack, cheep, cheep, quack, 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 cheep, 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 quack, cheep, 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 quack, 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 cheep, cheep. Quack, cheep, 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 cheep. Quack, cheep, 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 cheep. Ta-da! It's so exciting when you see 5-year-olds doing that, 6-year-olds, even 4-year-olds sometimes. I'll see if I can get that video. All right, enjoy.